No, great. We're getting sucked into this vortex again.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe class, Vortex. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up top here, we have some lovely artwork in Vortex, in his robot mode, in his old mode, Age of the Primes Combaticon Vortex. On this side, we have some primes, till all are one in multiple languages, hooray for languages. Here's a Deluxe class. On this side, we have Bruticus. Age of the Primes, Vortex, all that good stuff. Up top, Vortex. On the bottom, Words Thing stuff. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, and that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have Vortex, the first of our Combaticons that will form Bruticus. And yeah, we're getting a smorgasbord of combiners here from Hasbro. We got Devastator, we got Superion, and now we are beginning Bruticus. But yeah, here is Vortex in his robot mode. He is packed in robot mode, and yeah, for the most part, a nice looking Vortex here. I do have my qualms with it though, but for the most part, it does the job. But let's get in close here so we can take a look. Not at that crotch. No, again, boop, there it is. So a nice Vortexy head sculpt there. All that red for the visor. You got that silver there for the mouth plates. And you got that blue in there, the Decepticon symbol on the shoulder. My biggest gripe with this figure is this. These big old chunks right here of the alt mode just hanging off his arms. Don't like this one bit. It just makes everything look so just sloppy and cluttered, and it's just, they lack so much style. I mean, you can kind of compress them and just have them sitting like that, but that doesn't... I mean, it doesn't look much better. It's just, and when you do that, you also lose access to this port right here on the side, which you kind of need for weapon storage. And it's just so inelegant. It lacks so much style. Not a fan of this whatsoever. But anyway, moving on down. He's got his pants on, he's got his blue jeans on, his jorts. He's wearing jorts, and some nice gloss black going down the shins. Little toesies. Got the alt mode hanging out there. Of course, he's got the blades on his back, as he should. Center part done in a nice gunmetal gray there. So yeah, there you have Vortex. Now, articulation-wise, what have we got? You shall be informed of such. So the head is on a ball joint. You got your wiggly waggly. You can look up a good bit, look down. Head can do a full 360. Arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out. They can also move up and down at this point here, which is the transformation joint. So you can kind of have that going on if you want to. You can have the shoulders kind of sitting up a little higher if you want to. You got bicep rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. And again, these chunks right here are so annoying. Anyway, nothing at the wrists. You do have waist rotation. The legs can move forward that far, back that far, outward, full splits. That rotation. Slightly under 90 degrees of bend at the knee as far as the feet. They cannot move up the toes, and the heels can move down if you need them to. And you have lots of ankle tiltage. Now, as far as accessories go, we get his main blaster here. It's done in a dark gray plastic. And we also get two smaller blasters here, also done in that dark gray. And that is everything you get with Vortex. Also, the rudder is a separate piece, just plugs right into his back. And yeah, that is everything you get with Vortex. And of course we can arm him up, give him his blaster here. These smaller blasters will plug into his forearms here. He can hold them as handheld weapons as well, if you wish. Things you can do if you want to do it, but per the instructions, you plug them into his forearms like so. So we can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang, and all of that good stuff. And yes, these are blues compatible. Yes, they are blues compatible. So you can plug one here. It doesn't really stay on, but we'll make it work. We'll try to make it work. We'll endeavor to make it work. I don't think it's going to work. It's not going to work. This one, can we get one of them to work? It's not going to work. It's just not. It's They're Blues compatible in theory. I'm just getting sad now. That's all that's happening now. It's just that. I'm sorry. But another thing we can do is we can collapse this panel up. We can take the rudder off and we can plug it into the arm here, and we can have that going on. Use that as like a shield or something. I don't know. You can also bring these together so it becomes like a big like arm blade or something. Hey, things you can do if you want to do it. Why not? Dare I say, why not? So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with the Combiner Wars Vortex. And here he is with G1 Vortex, because precious. Oh, so precious. Here he is with Bone Crusher. Here he is with an Aerial Bot. Here he is with Screamer. And here he is with the Megs. You can see how that works out. So there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So the first thing you can do, if you want to do it, the instructions recommend it, and so do I honestly, but you don't have to if you don't want to, but remove the rudder and put this off to the side just to get it out of the way. And then we're going to take the head, we're going to rotate it 180, and then you're going to take this section here, bring that up, and that will just cover up his face. Then you just come back here, and you just flip down this little landing gear ponytail. Then you want to take the section on his back and just rotate it 90 degrees, just to have clearance there. And now we can work on the legular region. So you're just going to close up the toe, close up the heel, close up the toe, close up the heel. Then you're going to open up the shins. Take the legs and tab them together. Tab them together, like that. And then you're just going to take the legs and compress them up. You have to kind of unthoop them from this little notch right here. So unthoop them, collapse them up. You will have these little tabs right here. This section will sit over, so bring it up and over and just drop it down like that. And then you just close up these panels here, like so. And then once that is done, you take this section here and you just rotate it so this detail is on the same side as his head. And now we're going to bring the arm out, rotate it up, take this bit here and just kind of rotate this out. You can take this chunk here and just collapse that up like so. And now you're just going to take all this and swing this in so it's sitting like that. And second verse, almost like the first, you're doing something a little bit different here. So bring this out, rotate it up, take this bit here, just swing that around, collapse that section up, and all that. On this side, you have the tail rudder. So you bring this around, and that will just tap itself into place. And now you bring all this in, and peg all of that together. Then you take this bit here and rotate it up. It's got your little tail fins there, and you got that going on. And last thing to do is just pop the blades back on, and there you go. There you have Vortex in alt mode. Not a bad spin. That spin's better though. But yeah, there he is in alt mode, and it's an okay helicopter mode. It's alright. It's alright. Not the best helicopter mode I've ever seen. Not the worst. Not the best either. It's aight. It's aight. But let's get in close so we can take a look at the details. You can see that windshield there done in a nice gloss black. You got that blue stripe going up and over the nose there. Got all these windows picked out in black. I like how they picked out the trim there in silver. That looks quite nice. And yeah, I mean, you know, he does have visible. I mean, that is his head. So, you know, you can kind of count that as visible head syndrome. I mean, that is his head. It's there. I mean, at least his face is covered up. And you got the back there. So yeah, there's the top, there is the bottom. You do have a little landing gear here, but nothing rolls. A little molded in gears there. Nothing rolls, so he slides. He slides like flying things should. Hooray for sliding flying things. And for comparison, here he is with the Combiner Wars Vortex. Alpha Bravo. Here he is with G1 Vortex because he's precious. Oh, so precious. Here he is with an aerial dude. And here he is with Starscream. So, there you go. Now, as far as the accessories, yes, you do have alt mode storage. Now, as far as the main blaster here, you're using these tabs. And just plugging it into the side here. That's the way the instructions want you to do it, but you can have it facing up like that. You can plug it on the other side. Do what you want per the instructions. They want it in this orientation, but as always, do what you want. These little guns here, there are slots on either side here for these tabs. And actually, they want you to plug them in facing backwards. Like that. But again, you can do whatever you want. Have them facing back, have them facing forward. You can plug them into these ports back here. Have that going on. As always, your toy, display it however you wish. But there's your storage. Hooray for storage. Whee! Now, as far as combined mode goes, he works pretty much like all of the other ARM bots have worked, using this style of combination. You do have to kind of undo these tabs here, though, and then you have this little release here. You can push it with a spudger or something, and push it, and he will fall apart into two pieces, and there you have your combined mode. And you can plug him onto Superion if you want to, Has all the same connection points, so, it's things you can do if you want to do it. So there you have Vortex, and yeah, he's fine. My biggest gripe with the robot mode is just those huge chunks of the alt mode that just hang off the backs of his arms. It's just they're clunky. They're in the way. It just totally clutters up those arms in the worst way possible. And it's just I don't like that one bit. Other than that, the robot mode looks pretty good. The helicopter mode, it's alright. Nothing to write home about. It's okay at best. So yeah, I don't even have the whole set yet, and already he's my least favorite of this set. But hey, it is what it is. But there you go. Now, I picked this up from Amazon. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out the Age of the Primes playlist. And I'm also going to make a separate Bruticus playlist for this set. And those will be in the description down below for you to check out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's. Check out Love, Peace, Paranormal. Follow me on Twitter. All of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Age of the Primes Deluxe Class Vortex. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek. Be proud. Palm in your face. Hey there. Who are you? Name's Vortex. Starscream just brought me online. Starscream? Huh. There's some intelligence in him after all. Not really. After he brought me online, he asked me if I had any spare change he could borrow. Yeah, that sounds like Starscream.